No new traitor and no banishment. Such a party pooper. FYI, I shall now be referring to the groups as Peter's Pals and the Leftovers. Thank you for giving us those names. So Peter didn't accept the seduction, saying he wanted to win the right way. Boy, you might not win at all. Peter wants to go to the end with his pals, but for the most part, 5 people have got to a final with at least one traitor amongst those 5. The math ain't mathing. We shall see in the coming weeks. I can't believe we're so close to the end of the season. I'm still trying to figure out who would have accepted if they had tried to seduce anyone else but Peter. While the others figured out there must have been a recruitment, Peter only told his pals that he was the one the traitors tried to recruit. Peter's pals are really doing a good job of alienating everyone else by going into rooms with closed doors and kicking people out if they dare go in. Way to go when you don't have the majority. Even though it was Phaedra, then MJ that were asked to leave, it seems to have spurred Sandra into proactive action. I feel like this was the moment Sandra really entered the game. It was like she was quietly going about her business until now. The scene with the snooker ball reminds me of people trying to explain the offside rule in football. I recognised that Sandra might just have a plan to take her to the final. Knowing that the leftovers have the majority, if CT actually plays along, they could eliminate Pete's pals regardless, then get rid of the traitors when the time comes. It seems it's well known that Parvati is a traitor, and slowly people are clocking on to Phaedra. If you get rid of another traitor, then they recruit, and you have to figure out the new traitor. A couple of sayings come to mind with this plan. 1. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. 2. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. I previously discussed how pivotal Trishelle now thinking Phaedra is a traitor would be. When Pete's pals were discussing who to go for, Trishelle presented a counter plan to going after Parvati. Go for Phaedra instead. A great plan, you would think. Try to go for the less obvious that probably has more of a chance of getting to the end instead of Parvati, who everyone thinks is a traitor. Pete seemed to dismiss this alternative plan. I'm sensing a bit of a theme in this show, and look where that got Dan. Maybe Peter doesn't believe Phaedra is a traitor. I mean, Trishelle going in on Peppermint for the first banishment might not have helped her case. I wish one of Pete's pals was actually a traitor. It will certainly make it more interesting finding out they were being played from within.
You think they'll break up your crew?
Yep.
But y'all are like a gang.
We are. I'm not gonna lie.
After last week's excellent roundtable, I feel like we were robbed of something when the producers decided to make the decision to not have one. Most of the challenges and the way the initial traitor picks played out were all seen in Season 2 of the UK. The Fire of Protection was not part of that season. That was a production choice. Why? We can only speculate, which some people have. Did they want to save Peter? Did they want to save Parvati because there would only be one traitor left? Why the random move when they could have changed so much of this whole season instead of just copying the challenges and twists in Season 2 of UK? Are we reading too much into this? It was certainly a choice. I did wonder if this might have been an alternative to the dungeon scenario that was used in the UK. For those that haven't seen it, the traitors had the choice to send 4 people to the dungeon for the day who would be candidates for murder. 1 would be saved during the challenge. Whoever was left after the banishment night would be the picks up for murder. That episode had a banishment. This didn't. During the episode, Sandra went from thinking Peter's a traitor to thinking he's a faithful. So that might end up being another way to save Peter if Sandra doesn't go along with the plan whenever the next banishment is. They will also need to worry if CT will go along with the plan, seeing as he gave Peter the heads up. Talking about things that happened in the secret armory, what's with Peter talking about wanting to work with Parvati and Phaedra? I don't blame Phaedra for walking out. It's probably another one of Peter's traps. It was interesting to see who ended up saving who during the Fire of Protection. Why were they only showing Peter and Trishelle begging to be protected? Did the others not do it, or was it a production favouritism? I'm perplexed as to why Trishelle pleaded with Phaedra when they ain't on that level for Phaedra to be saving her. Equally not sure why Parvati thought Phaedra would protect her. It would be a bad move on Phaedra's part, partially because it would make people question why she would save someone who everyone thinks is a traitor. Plus, there's many people Phaedra who were picked before Parvati. It might have been Cherie if she wasn't already saved. That leaves CT and Bergie, so Phaedra saving CT wasn't a surprise for many reasons that I won't discuss, but you know it's the side story.
How you doing? Look, if Phaedra wants to light my torch, you know, I'm not gonna be rude and say no. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was surprising was that CT didn't protect Rochelle. Maybe being a member of Pete's pals hasn't helped her case in the same way as John. Maybe this is another example in this episode of someone underestimating her. That means Bergie, Kate, MJ, and Rochelle are up for murder. So will Parvati and Phaedra murder someone from Pete's pals, or the leftovers?
I'm not sure how much I can trust her anymore because
She's acting icy cold.
and that makes her look suspicious. You give off Mean Girls a little bit because you're just like,
I don't know, but you're gonna have to just be more lovable.
okay,
Yeah.
I won't.
Soften your heart.
Want more talk about the traitors? Click on the video. Until next time.